Hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Thought you might like to join me while I paint a T-34 85. I've primed it using Vallejo polyurethane grey. This is a 1/48 kit from Hobby Boss that my girlfriend got me. We're going to start by pre-shading. Basically guys, this is going to show through our base there and create some subtle shadows for us. The amount you put on is how strong the effect will be. You want to hit the bottom parts of the turret, underneath of the gun and around any rivets or the edge of the gun there, as you can see. It might be an idea to make sure you put enough in the airbrush to begin with. Throughout this I'm going to be using as many Vallejo air paints as possible, as you don't have to thin them so much. You don't have to thin them at all if you don't want to. That's what you're aiming for, guys. The next step is to start hitting those highlights using Vallejo air white. This is again a really subtle effect, especially seeing as I use such a light coat of primer. It might have worked better had I used German grey primer, and that might be something I try in the future. And again guys, you can see hopefully I've gone really subtle with that and only hit certain areas, the flatter areas where there would be highlight. Okay, our base coat today guys is Russian green. I'm actually not painting this T-34 85 up for World War II. It's going to be used in a 1982 Lebanese conflict game, and it's going to be used as a PLO tank. Me and my friend are going to modify the boat action rules to make that possible. That's the reason I'm using a 1/48 kit, as some of the Israeli tanks he wants to use are only available in 1/48. There's no PLO transfers, so I'm making a stencil to put the white down for the flag. Again guys, we're using Vallejo air white for this. I'm using Tamiya masking tape and just some pieces of paper. On the gun barrel is just a little plastic glove. Okay, for the green part we're going to mask off the bottom, and we're going to use a mixture of Russian green and air white. You want this colour to be quite light so it's going to show up. The actual Palestinian flag isn't so light, but if we don't do this there'll be no contrast. Okay, above that masking line where we masked off the white, we're going to put black, again using Vallejo air black. FX pointed out to me that when you're masking, it's a good idea to remove the masking tape as soon as possible, as paint can seep through the masking tape. Okay, I've tried to mask off a triangle for the red, as you can see. We're using Vallejo air fire red. This is a nice deep red guys, that's going to cover quite well. The reason we do this icon so early in the stage is so that when we weather it's going to affect this as well, so that you don't have a clean looking flag on the side of a battered up tank. It just wouldn't look right. I'm using the Badger Patriot 105 that Ethan sent me, so thank you again Ethan. Okay, that's what it looks like when you remove. You might have to do some neatening up. I had to do a little bit on the white mostly, but it looks pretty good, and I wouldn't worry as these were hand painted. Okay, now to the fun stuff. We're going to do some sponge chipping. First we're going to use German grey. Just using a piece of old foam, you want to rip it off to create a jagged edge, and you want to dab it on. You don't want to use it as a dry brush, as that will look like scrapes rather than chips. You want to make sure that there's hardly any on the sponge. As you can see there, that is perfect. Now you want to dab it along all the areas that will get wear and tear, so you want to pay special attention to the tip of the gun barrel and also the hatches and engine covers on the tank. You also want to hit your flag just to make sure you know that it looks weathered in like the rest of the tank. It's also, we're going to use gunmetal grey to a lesser degree, just to create a bit of shine on those chips. The main important thing here guys is to have fun, and how much of this effect you do is up to you. If you want a cleaner looking tank, that's fine. Here I am using the gunmetal grey. I'm going to try and hit the areas where I've already put a lot of German grey down to look like it's gone straight through and gone through the primer of the tank. Okay, this is what you should be aiming for guys. You can see I'm going to be coming back later if you guys like this and doing some pigments and some oils to create further weathering effects. Let me know what you think of this. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye.